AKA Padders, the Day of Days is here in celebration of Black History Month. We're talking Nubia. Now, there's something deeper within my history on Twitter that's connected to this over a post of mine. I'll just show you guys, but you guys know too. Welcome to the channel, AKA Pad here. Subscribe, support, leave a comment. If you're new here, we draw, we talk, we do pop culture stuff. We do, we're kind of bashing the MCU. The MCU's over. We're not liking anything James Gunn is doing. So if you like bashing that stuff, if you literally, I just dropped the book. If you literally hate that stuff, come on. Okay, we're trying to save pop culture here. We're trying to move on from the old into the new. Okay, we're trying so fucking hard. But guess what? It's not happening. It's not happening. Okay. The MCU couldn't save itself. Star Wars is ruined. DC Comics is... Okay, hold up. Okay, so this cover here. This cover. Okay? Right there. This cover, I just posted the question on Twitter. Does this cover make you want to go into a comic shop and spend some money? I asked Twitter that. And then I was attacked. I was called every name in the book. A lot of those people I kept track of, because I got nothing better to do with my time. None of them seemed like they bought this book. None of them seemed to have reviewed it. None of them. Some of these people too, they work for like CBR. None of them seemed to care once this book came out. They only came for the defense. They only cared about attacking someone they thought was attacking them in some odd way over. I'm not even sure today how a Twitter post is a attack, by the way. But anyway, in my heart of hearts, I want to be proven wrong. In the marrow of these bones, I want to be proven wrong. I want good content. I want good material. I want good comics. I want cohesiveness in my comic lines. These are not simple things to ask for. These, they are simple. They are simple things to ask for, but we're not getting them. We have to hit. Oh, I'm just so pumped. I'm so pumped to show this off because I've read it, and none of those a-holes bothered. AKA Pad here. Time to hit the drawing table. We have to talk about Nubia. AKA Pads, what you see here is my interpretation of this character, Nubia. We've been doing some live streams, just, drawing live, hanging out with all of you. If any one of you hung out for any of those streams, thank you so much. Alright. So usually, I'd like to go page by page. I'd like to kind of delve into the guts of the material and fully show it off. But we have a spine, we have a back cover, bow down. So this is Queen of Nubia, Queen of the Amazons 1 through 4. And then it's Nubia Coronation Special 1. And I like that. I really do. I think that's a good combo for introduction. We got some nice David Mack work. We got, some of this... this a little bit too, I want to highlight the issue with these infinite variant covers, this variant culture, you want to call it. So just to open up, I love the title page, I love the blue sky, I like Themysciras right here, I love the Art Nouveau, Edward Munich, right? Munch? No, Edward Munch is the guy. Do I have one of those art books here? Give me a second. Hold up here. Where is it? There you go. I just want to show this off real quick. So, drawings of Mucha. So this is a guy that even dudes like Joe Quesada, even dudes like what's his name? Adam Hughes. They all ripped this guy off. They ripped this guy off in so many ways. For whatever reason. If you draw comics, you rip off this guy. Anyway. So, we get into an art style that I'm totally, I'm so into this art style. It's flat. but it's multi-dimensional. You know, we have like foreground going all the way into background. This is the stuff I love. And so we're introduced to this idea that she has a girlfriend that doesn't like the cat, and the cat now gets along with her. And then there's like this ritual, and Nubia kind of explores her past lives. Now, this is not explicitly said. It makes it confusing, but we get into just only what I would say completely trash artwork. That, look, if you're going to do a flashback into a war. Good choice. At that point, have someone that can draw a battle, that can draw a freaking war. Moving on, Nubia jumps out, and it's like, hey, what's going on? Here's an amulet. There's these past lives. I'm confused. Nice coloring here, by the way, with the wet dresses kind of like clinging to the skin. All right, now we jump to only what we can say is Mississippi, maybe the Jim Crow era, right? Nubia experiences racism, so much so here, and you know we have like an ally, but so much so that when she leaves the police station with another African American officer, these dudes, the white dudes, are so like, look how shocked they are. Okay, so this it's effective in one way. It creates the idea of how she tried to assimilate into society or see what society was all about. Society rejected her, and because of such, she backed out, which explains pretty much within continuity how she faded away, how she wasn't there for all of these other events and even moments in Wonder Woman's life or moments in Themyscira's life. So, I mean, it's there. It really is. I think the dialogue here and the explanations and the flow of it is there, but it's, again, a little bit too heavy-handed. We get back into the artwork that I'm totally in love with. Fantastic. So this amulet connects to the end. This amulet's the plot once we get into the 4-issue miniseries. But now we get some more awful artwork. We have an alien world, and she kind of unifies the alien world. The alien world is poorly drawn, and it's a civil war of some sort. Nice design ship, though, by the way. That's a nice design ship. But then along the way, we get a version. Now, I thought for the longest time that this girl was Nubia. I thought this was but she's not. That's Wonder Girl or Wonder Babe. Whatever. Like, I couldn't figure it out. I had to read the entire book to know who she was. I really thought they were the same. But anyway, so we get a very poor lineup here. Now, here's what you do as a comic book editor. You want to market your stories as you're telling other stories. Here, nice drawn ships, by the way. Really nice drawn ships. Here you add the caption box. And yeah, a lot of you indie guys out there, take note of this. Because this used to be a requirement when it came to editing comics. I'm just so angry sometimes. Okay. Do a caption right here and give the character's name with a little bit of an explanation of who they are. Can you do that for me? So that if I look at this, and I say, I like this girl. I think she's hot. I want to buy her books. I can find it. I can find it. Anyway, some more fantastic, incredible artwork. I love the color palette. I even love this dude's hair and the beard. It's just, like, this is so far away from how I like to do things, but it does pull me in. Again, the Art Nouveau panels, total home run. And then here we go, coronation. Wonder Woman crowns Nubia Queen of the Amazons. Now, this is the other thing I hate in modern comics. I hate it in modern comics. I hate this obsession with the phone. This doesn't pull me into the modern day. It doesn't. This just makes me seem that, like, if I was doing this, in the real world, like if I was there, like if I'm here with all of this, okay, what I'm going to say is Are you guys ready? I'm going to say it. All of these people are disconnected idiots. They're not in the moment, and they wouldn't know a good time if it shook its butt in their face. That's what I think when this is portrayed. That's why we stay away from it. Anyway, again, variant cover like hell. Variant cover hell. Variant cover hell. Okay, so now we get into great beginning for this 4-issue miniseries, and it's not billed as a miniseries. This guy gets killed by this woman. Poorly, not cool. This is just not cool looking. If this assassin thing or person, we assume it's a girl, but we don't know yet. But we want some good design work. But she kills this guy. Moving on, we get a very like this issue 2 has like 10 effing inkers. But we're in Themyscira. We have a floating citadel or a floating city-state. We get some kind of awkward bad jokes. See, I don't even like this. Like, whenever you have people being a blacksmith, you have to make comments of how brutal and hard blacksmithing is. None of that's here. But then we get Nubia. Nubia visits the Justice League of America with, I'm not joking, food, humor, poor betrayals of all the characters. Everyone's gushing over the Amazonians, over the Themyscirans, okay? This girl, literally, I'm not joking. I'm not joking. This girl is in the Justice League gift shop. Why does the Justice League have a gift shop? Good thing I have extra pencils here. Okay, so we have like Hawkgirl. Hawkgirl gets rolled in somewhat decent. She's like, hey, I heard you like to spar. I used to spar with this person. You know that person. Would you like to go at it? And finally, we're going to get some action. But, because this is digitally drawn. And look, not every digitally drawn book or digitally inked book is, but it's just stiff to me. It's stiff. The action just doesn't hit. We're moving on, not entertained. And then we get into just, of course, because we got to do it, environmental crisis. Environmental crisis happens. Literally, our heroine loses a battle against a mudslide. But then we do have this amazing... For as much as I hate variant covers, the pose of this Hawkgirl and just pretty much like the silhouette and the design elements is freaking awesome. But yeah, so she blacks out, and then kind of like we just wake up in the hospital. We're like 2 issues in. This flashback sequence that's Madagascar, I think is beautiful. I love how it's colored. I like the commitment to washing out the background with this glow. That's the best, absolute best. We also have like I'm not sure what happened, who drew that tiger baby. But then we get this other thing where, hey, let's practice, because we need that Themyscira, the hand practice scene, right? It's okay. It is a trope. I invite it because I like action. And then, she beats up the guy. They maybe almost kiss. The dad comes in. The dad's like, what the heck are you doing? The girl's like, well, I like him, but I want to, like, I'm a woman. He's like, well, you're my girl. I love you. And then, bang, we're here. We have some quips of how she's like, I'm her sister. Does that count as family? And then, boom, all of a sudden, the room's about to get a lot smaller. Okay, that's a good line. But anyway, nice. Like, I love the way we're drawing Hawkgirl's mask, though. Because every time I see it, I think it's Wolverine. I really do. But then, okay, we literally have pages of our heroine, just lying on the bed. And then we get a little bit more. So this is where, like, you think it's going to crank up. So, it's a HIPAA violation. We gotta make that reference. But see, so these are supposed to be giant mechanical crab crane things they're supposed to be giant. And this, I mean, if we're drawing this digitally, you can't just like pinch and just make it bigger. And because I say that because look, they're flipping over freaking cars on the next page. And then we get just more absolutely boring action. We get some kick some mechanical ass. And then, you know, this is just confusing. It's not pleasing. Bad graphic design. I don't understand how the graphic design elements of comic book layouts literally has taken a giant step back when it went digital. I just don't understand. But then we have the coming of our assassin girl. Our assassin girl reveres herself. Zala, they know each other. Well, let's get into it because we have this. We got a little bit. We got some touchy. We have a flashback. I am all in on this flashback because look, this is intelligent. Okay, as orange as this is, it's as yellow as this, and we know we're in different character flashbacks. That's smart. Let's go. But anyway, nothing happens here. And then, you know, we know our girl's going to fight the assassin chick. And here we go. And we just get like, I don't know, she's got like a bolo, right? That's called a bolo. And I don't know, like none of these powers I'm convinced. So we're getting into that amulet that we saw earlier. If you need that amulet reference, it was like over here. Let's find it right here. So this amulet, it was split. It has it's like an amulet of a god. The power of the god is running through Nubia. But the thing is though, she's not deriving it from the amulet. It kind of goes directly from the god into her. But this girl still wants the amulet because she's got bad ideas. So we gotta stop her. So they fight. We get bloody. Yeah, I like that blood effect. But then we go later, where fantastic illustration of the floating city-state, isn't it? But then look, she's like, I know where she is. She's going to go home. Good, go home. So at this point, see, they don't tell you this in the story. You find it out really like on the second to last page. They put like a tracker on her. They know where she's going. Not referenced at all, but I do like this. I like where again, she's back at Madagascar. This is like almost like her moment, her time. And she has this flashback to when she's younger. Great use of a flashback here. And we're kind of done with the flashback. But as we turn the page, but now like within the flashback, we're also in like a dream sequence. So it's like, it's interesting. It's like flashback, dream sequence. But then have you guys seen the Black Panther movie? That's it right here. I don't know. And then we have I'm not joking. We have giant naked cats. Okay. And then she gets bitten by a snake. See, she's like, ouch. She's like, good. She's like, what did you? The venom is coursing through your veins. She's like, what do I do? She's like, get the amulet beyond the grass. But if we look at the panels when she gets bitten, we don't see the snake. We just see hiss. We just see his here. But look, she somehow pole vaults high enough to see where she has to go, and then she does she eats the cures herself, gets the full amulet, and then we're here with the full amulet, and then this girl's and then they're like, hey, we kind of flash to like kind of pretty much like another natural disaster, and then all of her friends are like, hey, I'm having a vision, because you guys ever seen The Matrix, the prophet girl? She's like, I have a vision, this isn't good. She's like, well, okay, let's go see her. And she goes, how do we know? She goes, well, we'll just go there. I have a means. And then I actually did like this panel, but we have our confrontation, and now like we're battling for the amulet right here. So let them fight. Let them go. They're going to fight for the amulet. If you did not know, right, the one girl's going to die. The amulet's here. So we really don't explain how Nubia's power sets work. If it's channeled through the amulet, if she's getting it directly from the god as an avatar. But we do have an interesting final page where, again, the goddesses or the gods are chit-chatting. and we find out that they're breaking this like avatar thing, that they're not going to be using people and amulets as like proxies anymore. That's interesting. But then they kind of have this this idea that the power that's left in her friend is to be siphoned out. Yeah, like great last page, really is. Everything there, it's hard to recommend because it's not entertaining. And then like here we just get like these endless variant covers, and like, since I don't know, you know what would be so much more valuable? And I get that people don't collect all the variant covers, but how much cooler would it be if we had the like more context and commentary on the on exactly where we are within the story, where this lies within DC Comics, where this lies within the Wonder Woman side of the DC universe. And you can kind of do what Dynamite does, where they do like the grid. Here's all your ratioed variants, just so you could maybe hunt them down, but use the rest of the pages to educate us. But okay, and yeah, here we go. So that's it. Nubia. Okay, so with all that said and done, this is still in support of Black History Month. Here's the honest truth. I bought this with the anticipation of being proven wrong, okay? We know this is a long thread in everything that I say on the podcast, on my live streams, on my videos. I have criticisms early. I have ideas before I get into the material. But lo and behold, I want to be proven wrong, because the willingness of me to be proven wrong is nothing compared to how much I'd love to be entertained and be thrilled and get that dopamine going in the brain. This book too, like I'm like, I got people in my life to give this book to introduce them into comics. They're there, but I refuse to give away a book that's just garbage. I can't do it. So this goes into the library to collect dust, aka AKAPAD here. I really do love you guys. Thank you so much. The channel's growing. We got momentum. Anything that you like that I do, leave a comment. Anything that you hate or disagree with, leave a comment. I want to hear from you. I love you.